Good morning, everybody. Shalom. I feel better than I did yesterday. Yesterday I had one of my migraines. I know what's causing it, and I'm attending to that. Instead of giving up the thing that's causing the migraine, I'm working on the symptoms that is causing the migraine. You see, when I get a little dehydrated from, say, drinking caffeine or whatever, I get a migraine. It's a learned reaction. But if I get some Moline and some comfrey in me, it'll take care of the dehydration. Because I like to drink tea. I drink moon tea, and I drink it lukewarm. I drink all my drinks lukewarm. I've never been much for cold drinks. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. All the things that I had planned to do yesterday, I probably will do today. I tried doing them yesterday. I just was not feeling up to it. I tried to do a few more things. It rained a lot yesterday and last night. It's a little chilly this morning. You going again? You just went. Well, we've been talking about the Zayin, and its 7 meanings. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good morning, Keith. I hope you're having a blessed day. Apparently, one of the protections we need to have is against gossip. Okay? I'm going to tell you, if I ain't there, please.
Time to pray Shama Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto Leolam Vayed.
Keep my name out your mouth when I'm not there. Okay? And I'm not just talking about you talking about my negative parts. Okay? Yes, I dress like a bum. But you don't need to point that out to people. And there's a reason for it. I do it because it's comfortable. Yes, I always wear a dress. So what? A dress or a skirt. Makes it easier for me to go to the bathroom. And I have incontinence, so the ease of going to the bathroom is important to me. A lot of y'all don't get that because you haven't gone through it since you were a babe. A lot of my family don't even understand. I did get to a point for a while, for a long while, many decades, that I didn't need disposable underclothes. But you know what? You saying that is nothing but detrimental to everyone, especially you. I don't get embarrassed by it.
Time to pray Shama Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kavod Malkuto Leolam Vayed.
I do get embarrassed for you. Because you don't even realize that you're putting yourself down by talking about me. 3 years ago, we had a discussion about this on Facebook. One of my friends, he said, well, surely I can say that my wife loves me when she's not around. I said, no, you shouldn't even be saying that. She's not there to confirm it. I understand that there are situations where it can't be helped. But you really should try to avoid talking about people when they are absent. I'm going to go out and look for mullein today. Some people call it mullein, some people call it mullein, I call it both. Depends on my mood at the moment. I get comfrey shipped to me. Been trying to find it around here. I know it grows in South Carolina. It grows on all of the lower 48. Gonna have to take me some Tylenol today. My mouth is still hurting. It's like stiff right here. That one little spot. Yeah, my morning's better than yesterday, Keith. Feel like I should call you Mr. Murray. Because I was brought up to call men by their title and their last name. And women by their title and their first name. You coming? He got distracted. We gotta work on that ADD, boy. I've been working on plant identification. We have at least a dozen different types of grass out here. At least a dozen. My favorite being the caterpillar one. You pull it out. You get that one, the bottom end of it is real sweet. A lot of people don't realize that humans can eat grass without any backlash. Now, some grass tastes like lettuce. Some grass tastes like kale. And some grass tastes like sugar cane. It just depends on how close they are to each other in relationships. You're going to learn not to do that. Don't stop right in front of me. I'll step right on you. Yeah. I did manage to make my life a little easier yesterday. When I was a youngster, my grandpa would take the baby food bottles that you get from the that you used to get from the grocery store way back in the day. Some places still sell them, but it's far and few between. And he would take those metal lids, and he'd put 2 screws in the metal lid and screw it into the bottom side of the shelf. And then he'd fill those bottles with little odds and ends like screws and tacks and whatnot. And put them on the lid. Screw the bottle onto the lid. Now, I did something similar. I did it with my medicine. And I finally finished it yesterday after working on it for a week. We got wild potato growing out here. I know that. I'm trying to remember what them purple flowers was. It was something I looked at. I did finally find me some purslane. That's something that's vitally important to my diet. But I gotta let it grow, become a let it grow and let it become a curtain. I'm going to use it for a curtain over my windows in my motorhome. One of the things that I've been having to defend myself against is men who are sexually overactive. They got this stupid idea that that's what all women want. Sit. Sit. Stay. Touch the pavement and go back. The other day, come on, Pumpkin. The other day, I asked someone to come out and help me with something because I don't have my car no more. And,
Time to pray Shama Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto Leolam Vayed.
They said they weren't getting the hint that I wasn't interested. And I didn't want to offend them because they were helping me. They kept rubbing up against me and holding me tight and all this other kind of stuff. I'm like, dude, we're just friends. I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And as they were leaving, they pulled out their wee Willy Wonka. They showed it to me. I didn't want to say anything to them in the moment because it kind of scared me. And I reacted the way I always react when I'm scared. I get real confident. Real shy. At the same time. I knew what could happen. And I set my mind to accept it. At the same time, my mind was like, please don't. And I told him later, I said, somebody showing me that I take as a threat. Now, I don't want to put this person on blast or anything like that. They know who they is. They know what they done. And they know how to behave. Because when other people are around, they act like a perfect gentleman. But I could tell. And I don't get that. You see, there are human men out there who are perfect gentlemen to the point to where they will protect
Time to
a
pray
woman.
Shama Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kebad Malkuto Leolam Vayed.
To the point to where they will protect a woman from other men. We have, as a society, fallen so far from grace. You got these people out there that are pushing to get a law passed that pedophilia is a gender identity. And I know, stop, that these people don't realize the damage that they are doing to the children. So many of them have killed babies. By doing what they do to babies. What was that? Huh. Anyway, I've heard such horrific stories and CSI information about the deaths of children under the age of 3. And it just horrifies me. I myself, from the ages of 6 to 12, was sold into prostitution. Now, some of you want all sorts of details on that, and I'm glad to give them. I'm going to tell you, one of those details is my mom doesn't believe it. But these are memories that I've had my whole life, since I was 6. And I tried to tell her in the beginning, and she didn't listen. She heard what my stepfather said and believed him, even though he had no evidence to back him up. I did. If I had known back then what I know now, I would have asked her to take me to the doctor, not said a thing to her about what happened. I would have gone to the doctor, had the doctor done a rape kit. One of the things about that doesn't make any sense to me is that the state pulled me from my home, but they left my siblings. I feel like if one child is being abused, then all children are being abused within a home. I don't know how else to make that stand. If one child turns out black and blue, then all the children should be taken. After I left, after I was taken, a whole lot of hell broke loose. Only one of my siblings ended up growing up in a semi-healthy home. And she too, like my mother, doesn't want to see all the abuse. I want you to know that right at this moment, I'm not really talking about her. I'm talking about what's happened to me. Okay? My point of view. The way I see things. Well, life just ain't easy. What are you doing, you crazy dog? Ruff! Anyway, I love you guys. I need you to
Time
be
to
safe
pray
and
Shama
healthy.
Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto Leolam Vayed.
Want you to keep praying the Shema continuously for yourself and everyone else and for everything. Have a blessed day. And know that even if no one else loves you, me and Yahweh love you. Come on. I want you to know that some of you, I love you, but I don't like you. Some of you, I love you, but I pity you. And that pity comes from a place of love. I'm not saying those things to be funny. It's the God's honest truth, as they call it around here. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Try to get some work done today since I'm feeling a lot better than I did yesterday. I mean, my leg is still hurting like heck, but I'm getting used to that. But I have never been able to get used to migraines. And I've always been able to control them pretty much with holistic medicine, what I call hillbilly medicine. What they called it on the Clampies. Of course, our hillbilly medicine with tinctures, and a lot of people think that means getting drunk all the time. That isn't how tinctures are supposed to be used. Any good hillbilly will tell you that. I'm supposed to get some packages today. We'll see what happens. Oh, there's a yucca right there. Make me some soap. Anyway. Let's all try to remember the rule of gossip. And remember that our stories...
Time to pray Shama Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto Leolam Vayed.
Let's try to remember the rule of gossip is that our stories are always told from our own point of view. We love you, and we care about you, and we want you to be happy. Shalom.